Hello, viewers, listeners, and students. Welcome in this class of Contract Second, meant for LLB Part 2 and Pre 4. This is a chapter from Contract Act section under Section 148. The name given to this topic is bailment. Bailment is a very wide word, or its meaning is wide so far this word is concerned, because surrounding us the use of bailment is everywhere seen. In every walk of life, the use of bailment can be seen everywhere from early age to this age. Now, why I say this, that some transactions which is made by the person to person is where, and interdependence theory is applied, which Durgit once said in his principle, that man is always depend on another. From birth to death, man is bound to take the help of the others. Without the help, they or he cannot survive. So, independency is not there, but dependency is there. And here also, the contract which includes bailment, it shows also the dependency of one man to another person, one man to another man. Now let us see common example of bailment. In Hindi it is called upanidhan. Bailment, sometimes called the delivery of goods to another person for some purposes. If the purpose or purposes are solved, then the goods must be or shall be returned to the person who has delivered to him, or another person which has been directed by the person should deliver the goods to give another person on his direction. Then such act of doing so is called bailment. This is the common definition or introduction of the bailment word. Now, the bailment word has been taken from the French word bailer, which means to deliver or handing over the things or the goods to another person. Concluding, we can say that if exclusive possession is given by a person to another person for some purpose, then only bailment is said to be complete. That means for exclusive possession, without which means sine qua non, bailment is not said to be complete. That means between person to person there must be the relation of object, that means the goods which is delivered by one person to another person, and this delivery may be for some purposes. That means something to be done in the goods. Some changes may be done in the goods, and it also maybe happened that goods it is kept without any change in the goods, and so purpose is there is only to keep the goods in the whole custody or possession of that person. Suppose if I give the book to my friend, so the friend is only is in possession of the book, not me, not I. Now I am the owner of the book, that book is mine, but the possession of that book is simply my friend. So here the purpose is only to keep the book by my friend for some study. Purpose is to study the book, and after some time I will take the book return. So this is also a bailment, means delivery and possession must be temporarily changed from one person to another, and purpose may be gratuitous and purpose may not be gratuitous. Means the bailment is sometimes gratuitous and sometimes non-gratuitous. The gratuitous means there is no any payment is made by the person who gives the things or goods. But in case of non-gratuitous, the person to whom such delivery is made by one person, then some cost or consideration must be incurred by the person who delivers so the goods to another person. This is the whole about your bailment. So, as for example, we can set delivery of clothes to the tailor for preparing or making the shirt as well as full pant. This is the example of a good bailment. In this way, if we go to railway station by my bike, and I stand the bike there, and the bike is looked after by the another person, and he also keeps it for as long as you return and take your bike return. And for that purpose, the person who keeps the motorcycle or bike in his possession, he must be given, and he has to take some consideration in lieu of keeping the bike with him. So the person who gives or delivers property in goods for some purposes is said to be or is called bailer, and the person who takes such delivery for some purposes is called bail. So now the outlines of bailment is may be called as the delivery of goods to another other than the servant. Means if a servant is given such goods, it is not bailment, because he has been employed by the person who gives such goods to him. And so the independent custody is not seen there, and therefore and thereby there is no sign of any bailment. And in this way, another person than a servant for some purpose upon a condition expressed or implied that after the purpose has been fulfilled, they shall re-deliver to the bailer or the person who have or who has given the or delivered the things to him, bailer, or otherwise dealt with according to his direction or kept till he reclaimed them. This is the general definition of bailment. But in Contract Act, Section 148 defines the delivery as follows. Bailment or a bailment is a delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that they shall, when the purpose is accomplished, be returned or otherwise disposed of according to the directions of the person delivering them. Now, as I said before, the person who delivers such goods is bailer, and the person who receives goods is called bailee. In Hindi, the definition can be read out as follows. एक व्यक्ति द्वारा किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति को किसी निश्चित उद्देश्य हेतु कोई वस्तु सौंपी जाए और इस शर्त पर कि किसी निर्धारित उद्देश्य की पूर्ति के पश्चात वह वस्तु सौंपने वाले को वापस लौटा दी जाएगी या उसके निर्देश के अनुसार उसका उपयोग कर लिया जाएगा. This is your all about the definition of bailment either in English or Hindi. I suppose that you have understood these things. Now, and case law, a case law can be said about the bailment in a recent period. Messrs. Rasik Lal, Kanti Lal and Company versus Board of Trustee of Port of Bombay, AIR 2017. In this case, Supreme Court said that bailment can be created by any person who is in the possession or custody of goods. He need not necessarily be owner of the goods. In this way, the Supreme Court also of the view of the opinion that only the delivery of goods means transfer of possession is necessary in the case of bailment. Now, let us see what are the essential ingredients of bailment. First is delivery of goods must be there. Delivery consists or includes so many things in its meaning. Now, a case Algen versus Nicholas. In 1894, there was a person who went to the hotel wherein he gave his coat to be hanged by the waiter, and the waiter hanged that coat behind the customer. Matlab means plaintiff. And after purpose was solved, means he had taken his meal or dinner in the hotel. He wanted to go outside by making payment of the hotel bill. Now he demanded the coat from the waiter. By the way, the coat was disappeared. Coat was not there where the waiter had hanged the coat. Now the question arises that who would be responsible for the missing of the coat? Then the court observed that yes, hotel as well as waiter was responsible for the missing of the coat, since the person who delivered coat to the exclusive possession of the waiter. So waiter was responsible. It was supposed by the court that law that the bailment was made, and so such bailment was not good, but it was defective, and in that case the bailment was under default. In another case, delivery of goods can be made by a simple important case, and that case was Kalia Perimal Pillai versus Visa Lakshmi, AIR 1938, Madras. In this case, a lady employed a goldsmith for melting her old jewelry and making one out of it, and every evening she received the unfinished jewelry and put it into a box kept at goldsmith's room, and kept the key in her possession. One night the jewelry was stolen from the box. It was held that there was no bailment by High Court of Madras. Means only delivery of goods is not said to be bailment. Means intention of a person must be there, intention of the bailer must be there, that the delivery must be exclusively done. Otherwise, it is not said to be bailment. Suppose a person goes to bank and takes locker. So he keeps there his valuables. But this is not bailment, because he makes the hire of the locker for some purposes of his own interest, and there was no sign of contract between the outsider and the bankers. So in this case, bailment is not shown, and so the absence of bailment is there. Thank you.